Thanks for joining. This is Movado, and I'm here with another Empyrion video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about resource organization, constructors, kind of some best practices and how I organize it. Doesn't mean that everybody has to organize it this way, but there's certainly some things in here that I think can be helpful. So I'm back in my space station here. This is in the lower level, the constructor area. In the lower level, I've got 8 advanced constructors. Was it 16 small constructors, 3 furnaces, and 4 deconstructors. And the way I have it set up to make it really easy is well, first of all, I have the labels on the floor that tell you what it's for. This is for the furnace and decon input. So these are the inputs on this side. For the constructors, I have the same thing. Input 1, input 2. I have them labeled, but I have dedicated constructor inputs that feed all of these constructors. I also have dedicated constructor outputs that also is a place to easily dump things into. On the furnace and decon side, also dedicated outputs. The other thing I like to do is I like to have separate controllers for the HV, SV, and CV ammo. And then also stuff for weapons, armors, boosters, weapon ammo, etc., etc. But all the way around the outside, I also have all the individual resources to help with organization. Generally, my goal is to only put ingots in there. So if I get raw ore, I throw it through the furnace. It comes out the other side, and I drop the stacks inside these containers. Like, I got a few stacks of those. Doing well on copper. Neo, I've got, almost 8 stacks. So, not a ton that's in there. I don't have any promethium, but I got a boatload of fuel. That's kind of how I organize that. And then on the input side, generally the inputs I'll keep pretty full. Like this is almost at 320K. It's got a little bit of everything in here, so kind of no matter what I want to build, I'll have the resources in here. Constructor 2 is a bit of an overflow, so I think a lot of this has come for the decon. But lots of overflow, and then of course rock that's in here as well that I don't use. But that's kind of how I generally set this up. The nice thing with having dedicated inputs and outputs is that you don't ever accidentally like decon something or accidentally use a part that you're trying to make in another assembly. Like for example, by having these separate decon inputs and outputs, your constructor output is never going to be accidentally used for your deconstructors, for example, or stuff like that. So anyway, that's how I like to organize it. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And again, thanks for joining. Like and subscribe. Thank you.